Welcome to CHS Today. I'm Owen.
And I'm Will.
Today, we honor Oprah Winfrey. Winfrey is an American talk show host born in 1954. Her younger years, Winfrey started her career as a journalist for Nashville's WLAC-TV. Winfrey was in the first African-American news anchor. In 1986, Winfrey started her talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show. In 2008, Winfrey created her own channel called the Oprah Winfrey Network. Winfrey continues her work as a talk show host to this day.
Seniors, if you have donations to bring in for after prom, please get them to Mrs. Wilson in the choir room today.
Seniors, the local scholarship applications are Tuesday. Check your email for the informational s'more or scan one of the QR codes around the building for more info. Applications are due Tuesday. Please make sure they're turned in as soon as possible.
The annual CHS Red Cross Blood Drive is on March 9th. Students aged 16 and up can donate blood. 16-year-olds must bring a signed parental consent form. You can get that from the Media Center Guidance Office or Miss Balmer in W262. All donors must bring a photo ID such as a driver's license or a copy of CHS transcript with your photo and birthday. Your donations mean so much to the American Red Cross. Patients in need count on drives like ours to provide for a steady supply of blood. Each donation can help save up to 3 lives, so by meeting our goal, we can touch so many lives in the community and around the country.
Attention, there is a fun serving opportunity for National Honor Society members held at Tri Kappa. Make peanut butter and buttercream Easter eggs on March 16th, 17th, and or the 18th at New Heights Christian Church on State Road 44. Work as much or as little as you want. You do not have to stay the entire scheduled time. Sign up now on the Google form in the NHS Google Classroom or on Miss Balmer's wall.
The senior class is still looking for one more sophomore team for the CHS volleyball tournament on March 15th. If you are interested in putting a team together, please let a senior council member know or Miss Duncan today.
Today is National Guest Infrastructure Day. Let's see who you'd like to thank.
Shout out to all substitute teachers at our school. Jay Will, I love our Wilt Chamberlain talks. Miss Knorr, I love our basketball talks and how you're always supportive of us. And Miss Small, I love how you always make us get stuff done and push us to be the best versions of ourselves.
Thank you, substitute teachers, for all you do for the students here at CHS. And you're all so good.
Thank you, Mrs. Stout, for coming and spending your time to help us learn. We really appreciate you and all you do.
Thank you, Miss Small.
Thank you, substitutes, for all you do for us and our school, and a special shout out to Miss Knorr and Jay Will.
I would like to thank Dr. Rose for subbing all the time. She's the sweetest woman I've ever met, and she always gives me hugs whenever I see her.
Thank you, Dr. Rose.
Thank you to all our substitute teachers. Special shout out, Jay Will, Miss Knorr, Miss Small. Love you all.
I want to say thank you to all of our substitutes, and especially Miss Knorr, Jay Will, and Miss Small.
I want to say thank you to all the substitutes that come here and make it easy for me to be able to not be here and have to worry about what's going on in my room.
I want to thank all substitute teachers, especially Miss Kane.
I want to thank them all too, especially Miss Stout. She's the best.
On this day in 1887, Ann Sullivan began teaching Helen Keller at 6 years old after she lost her sight and hearing. Sullivan herself had experience with being visually impaired before she had several operations that improved her condition. Sullivan was able to teach Helen things by handing her an object and then touching out the letters onto her hand. Helen would go on to be a public speaker advocating for equality. Helen and Sullivan would form a vaudeville act to educate the public and earn money.
In national news, a Los Angeles woman is being held for $18 million bound, using her aunt's debit card to make DoorDash orders, lots of them. The police chief stated that Melly Morris was booked into jail on 816 counts of criminal finance charges.
In world news, drug company Eli Lilly is capping the cost of insulin at $35 a month, putting the drug maker in line with the provision in the Inflation Reduction Act that capped the medication's cost for seniors on Medicare. Eli Lilly has stated that they hope that the prompts other insulin makers to do the same.
Lunch for today is a chimichurri pork, carnitas bowl, chicken nuggets, pulled pork, and a ham Swiss Cubano. Yummy.
The weather is quite damp. Will it stay that way, Carter?
Well, as you can see, guys, there's a 100% chance of rain today. It's pretty windy. I see my umbrella just flew away. It's pretty rainy, it's wet. Probably on a flood warning. Now back to Sarah with the 3-day.
Thanks, Carter. Luckily, tomorrow it's going to clear up. On Saturday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 34. On Sunday, it's also going to be partly cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 43. Then moving on to Monday, it's also going to be partly cloudy with a high of 70 and a low of 39. That's it for the weather. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Sarah. And special thanks to Carter. Now let's go over to Baker with the sports.
4 to 6 at the softball field. Please make sure to wearing tennis shoes. For indoor skills if needed. Josh Williams has been voted to the HBCA Regional All-Stars for CHS. This is a recognition by coaches of the best senior players in our region. Congrats, Josh. Josh Williams and Coach Brown got cited for the ISHAA exemplary behavior report during a sectional game for sports work at Greensburg High School. Josh held his opponents from the ground several times during the game. By the second half, the Wardsburg players were helping Josh up because he earned their respect. The three officials working the game really appreciated Coach Brown's great attitude throughout the contest. There's no sports action for today. Sports action for tomorrow is track and field at the East Central Indoor Invitation, starting at 8:30. That's all for sports. Now back over to Navi for the birthdays.
Thanks, Baker. Birthdays for today are Bristol Wood, Lillian Barnes, Grace Kelly, Dane Sparks, Brian Rout, and Peyton Richards. Birthdays for tomorrow are Chloe Kramer and Joseph Waterman. Everyone, have a great birthday. That's all for CHS Today. I'm Owen.
I'm Will.
That's it.
Bet.